in me. So when I catch on, see, their need to feel safe has them playing the game of life, Jimmy. But you can't win succumbing to fear. To be the best version of you requires boldly attacking the things that scare you. I remember a while ago, before my book took off and before the speaking took off, I was out to dinner with my family, and we were all gathered around the table, and I was talking about what I wanted to do, my dream, my vision, what I wanted to accomplish with my life. And I could tell by the look on their face, the look in their eyes, they didn't believe me. They just didn't get it. I really wanted that validation. I wanted somebody to look at me and say, I believe in you. But that's the way it's always been in my life. See, when you dream big, it's like you speak a different language. The common man, the average person, will not understand a person who is dreaming on the next level. I got so mad inside, I couldn't wait to get back home. See, I just got this big 6-foot dry erase board on my wall, and I had set my goals big, I thought. Until I had that conversation with my family that did not understand who they were sitting across the table from. When I got home, I ran straight up to my office. I grabbed that eraser and I wiped my dry erase board clean. All the goals that I had dreamed before, I wiped them off. And then I started writing bigger goals, bigger dreams, bigger ambitions. See, if they're not gonna understand me, then it doesn't really matter how big I dream. They're not gonna understand me anyway. So if I'm gonna dream, I might as well dream to the max. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Now, perseverance transforms average, everyday people into world champions. So the key to victory, the key to success is never giving up. You see, the more difficult your obstacles are to overcome, the more you must keep your reasons for succeeding in front of you. When life hits you with that brick and you get knocked down on that mat, and I'm talking to the Linda Rouseys of the world, the ones that have been knocked down once and twice, and everybody out there is calling you a failure, everybody out there saying it's over, what are you gonna do? Rise, champion. I don't even think they should be able to call you a champion until you've been beat. Because even losers keep going when they're winning. When you feel lost, you breathe life into its potentiality. The hidden inside us is the most dangerous, but when you invite it to the surface and face it, then it becomes a weapon that thrusts you to greatness. Those who seek high achievement must become detectives of the mind. Success requires investigating the darkest corners of one's own thinking for any held beliefs that might rob one of greatness. Personal transformation requires constant examination of the mental programming and belief systems that have been accepted from the world. We must closely question, scrutinize, and disassemble each and every thought, making sure that our thinking will give birth to the type of life that we desire. When you discover yourself, you don't just find you. You find God. My flesh seeks applause, but the fire in me says I don't need it. My God won't fit in the box you keep trying to put him in. The dream too big to bloom in the house that you live in. My love for you is real, but I can't have a conversation down there. My heart burns, but it's hard for your soul to understand what I'm saying. Nothing can stop me. Average people have love affairs with excuses. But dangerous is the man that understands the only enemy is the one that he sees in the mirror. Champions own their dreams, and they hold themselves accountable to their actions. They would rather die than live within the limits of mediocrity. Warriors understand that to be average is to not live at all. Therefore, they choose discipline and commit themselves to doing day in and day out what it takes to achieve greatness. Champions put an inner standard in place that makes them unstoppable. They get up every single day and dominate. These are the game changers that won't settle for second place. Anything second to them makes them sick. When a champion sets foot in the ring, you can smell the hunger. When a warrior sets foot on the field, you can feel the presence of great. greatness. When the young king steps foot on the court, you can see the fire and ambition in his eyes. His dedication and devotion to his craft introduces him before he ever says a word. You can feel and sense the presence of a warrior who's got greatness on his mind. What you are seeing is the birth of a legend. Defeat cannot take root in a mind that starves it of oxygen. Champions cultivate an inner soil that is infertile to losing. Dangerous is the man who understands his only enemy is the one he sees in the mirror. Blessed and unstoppable. Dangerous is the one who fell in love with the grind, who married the process, who's addicted to sweat, who has an inner standard of greatness that won't allow him to be anything other than the best version of himself. Dangerous is the man whose mouth is allergic to excuses. Dangerous is the one who can see the dream clear in his mind and refuses to let go of it, who gets up every single day and pursues that dream with reckless abandonment. Warrior only knows one word, and that word is victory. Champion gets up every day and executes. He focuses on the small things, because he knows if he masters the small things, the big things will eventually come back to him. Dangerous. It's the man who refuses to quit. Although he gets knocked down, he refuses to give up. The overcome will not tap out. Defeat, losing is not an option. They refuse to concede to any other outcome than victory. Repetition, practice, training is all he lives for. His appetite relentless, his spirit restless, his mind fearless, his approach boldness, his style ruthless, his legacy chasing greatness. Dangerous is the man that understands his only enemy is the one that he sees in the mirror. No more excuses.